Well, hello internets, here we are. We have ourselves a bit of a video. I am so looking towards summer. Looking forwards to feeling the warmth of the sun again. Looking forwards to being able to get out of my apartment and, well, explore the outdoors. As I look out of my patio door, I see the frozen wasteland that, well, is out before me. It has been a long, cold, dark winter, and there still is like 2.5 or so months left before the weather starts to change. I'm not 100% sure if I'm feeling this way because, well, it's been a long time since I've been able to get out of my apartment to do anything more than to parachute into a grocery store and grab a few armful of groceries and then leave. You know, and run to the post office box in the bank. You know, way back before the world went insane, I used to go out to department stores and grab a cart, and yeah, okay, you know, I was there for maybe 1 or 2 items, but I would spend an hour and a half walking up and down nearly every aisle, kind of browsing or window shopping. Sometimes I would buy things that I needed or didn't need right yet, but most of the time it was just for the outing, for the exercise, to be able to walk in the wintertime in a warm location, a warm, safe, ice-free location, to walk in our local parks at, you know, minus 35 Celsius with the snow and the ice is dangerous because they don't plow the snow on some of the park sidewalks, and the ones that are plowed quite often have hidden dangers like ice that are covered by the little skiff of snow that fell earlier today. However, since the world went crazy and everybody's hiding behind a piece of fabric or a plexiglass shield, they're no longer welcoming people to come into the stores unless they're there essentially to parachute in and out, grab what they want and leave. And to wander around the store to browse is, well, strongly discouraged and frowned upon. I probably should get myself a membership to, like, the indoor walking track. However, the indoor walking track is the same nonsense. You can't access it unless you buy into the hysteria. And if you don't buy into the hysteria, then you're banned from certain locations. Which is perfectly fine, that is their choice, you know. I have thought about buying a treadmill or a stationary bike or something just to get my legs moving in these cold winter months to hopefully be able to maintain the progress that I had gained the year before. I know I was sick in the fall of 2021, and I know through the recovery of all that I lost some strength and some muscle mass, and it wasn't a good experience. I probably should have went to the doctor and got other things done, asked for help, but at the same time, you know, there was a bunch of hysteria going on there that I didn't want to get caught up in as well. I know I feel the difference this winter going up and down the stairs. I know I feel the difference when I bring in the water jugs or bring in the groceries, how I felt compared to the previous months before I got sick. So I know either there's something more wrong with everything the way it is with my life, or I have lost muscle density and strength and stuff from being sick and never haven't fully recovered yet. I sit here in my rough times, in my dark times, and I long to be out on the road exploring my country, or even exploring my province, seeing other sights than these four walls, which can get rather small. Seeing other sights than this town that I have virtually seen every day of my whole life here. I'm dealing with injuries, past injuries, still recovering from them, dealing with the slip and fall that I had in 2020, as well as, of course, the bouncing down the stairs when I was sick there in the fall of 2021. I'm hoping to be able to get out this summer, even if I can't afford to go on a road trip, an epic road trip, even if it's just a few short day trips to explore the area, or maybe possibility of a couple of overnight trips where I take the trailer and I drive 6 hours one day and 6 hours another day, kind of in one giant circle, and come back the next day, sort of staying overnight at some point. My memories from the 2019 road trip are starting to fade. I hung on to those memories because they helped me get through those rough nights. They helped me get through the pain and discomfort. They helped me to keep my mind distracted from the thoughts and from some of the darkness that can float around inside there. However, my memories of my 2019 road trip are starting to fade. I'm starting to forget the feeling of the sun, starting to forget the blue water that I seen, or even sitting by the Red Deer River in Sundre, starting to forget some of the museums and some of the sights that I seen that were very awe-inspiring, up there at the Frank Slide, seeing giant rocks that I swear were bigger than my vehicle. Things like that I use as a way to work through things are starting to fade. This causes me a bit of stress because, once again, this is what I use to survive. This is what I use to get through these sleepless nights, to deal with the pain I face every day. Whatever it was there over the last 3 years, when I would go edit up footage, I would kind of relive the moments of the video I was editing, reliving those feelings, reliving the sights and the smells and the sounds and the texture of things, whether it was a museum or a natural setting, or even the campgrounds I stayed in. However, once I was done editing those videos, I could no longer relive those moments through the videos I shot. I started to rely solely on the memories, and I don't know if my memories are fading faster than they used to do, or if this is the natural way that memories do fade for everybody. Kind of over time, you start to forget some of those minor details, and then eventually you start to forget the big things, and then eventually you start to forget that you were even there altogether. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what things are going to work out to here, but if I can swing it, I would like a few road trips this summer, a few little short day trips, or a few little outings, and like to be able to get walking in the park and enjoy the outdoors again. Failing all that, maybe just a week or two at the lake, even if I have to get somebody else to bring my trailer up there for me. And well, it is what it is, and around we go. But thanks for joining me on this here video, and as always, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.